Hey friends, Allison here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you a scrapbooking layout that I made using the word prompt now from Ellie Edwards. I was a subscriber to her story kits and have had to take a break from it, but I still am following along because I think it's a great way to guide my scrapbooking and documenting. And so I'm just using my own products in correlation with her word prompts for the month. So now is for the month of April, which starts tomorrow, so I'm a day early, but I think it's fine, especially since I'm using my own products. This layout measures 6 by 8 inches. It is going to go in a page protector in my mini album, and I'm using a bunch of products from in my stash. I have some older Pebbles pattern paper from a paper pad that I have in my stash for the layout base, and I dug really deep and pulled out an Echo Park sticker sheet that I have had for a very long time, like at least 2012. I don't know the exact date, like year on it, but it's old and I've only used a few stickers on it. So I challenged myself to use it up. So the first sticker off that sheet is that scallop green sticker. I attached that below my photo, which I converted to black and white and then printed at home. It measures 5.5 inches wide by 3.5 inches tall. And then the polka dot strip that went over top of the green sticker is a zip strip from Close to My Heart, one of their pattern papers. I held on to it because it's perfect for little borders such as this. So this layout is also hybrid. There are some digital elements that I've added with my Cricut, beginning with the title. So the title is Spring Break is here. I used my Cricut to write Spring Break, and then I attached that to an offset of the entire title. So it drew and cut with the Cricut, and then I added the phrase is here directly to the textured white cardstock base that the journaling is typed on as well, or printed actually. I typed that on my computer and then printed it with my Epson printer, the same printer I use to print my photos. If you're curious about the Epson printers, ask me about them sometime. They're amazing. I've had my printer for several years. I want to say 2017 is when I got it, and I am still working on the same ink cartridges from when I bought the printer. Oh, and here's Evie dropping in. She booped herself with the scissors in the nose and then decided to get revenge on it by playing with the papers that I was cutting off. I added the stickers from that Echo Park sticker sheet to some just scrap white cardstock and then cut them out. That way I wasn't committed as soon as I put it down on my layout. I wanted to be able to move them around just a little bit in case I needed to, which I didn't in the end, but just for peace of mind, I added it to, or put them on cardstock and then fussy cut them out. So that's what I was doing there. And then I have these leaves that I die cut with the Cricut as well. It is pattern paper. I'm not entirely sure where it is from. It was from my scrap bin and there was just an itty bitty piece of it. But it was the right green for this layout. It matches the scallop sticker like perfectly. And here's a close-up on it so you can see. I'm using my liquid glue to attach the leaves. I did use some foam squares to attach that pink flower to the center of, bottom center of my photo, and then the other two flowers are being attached with liquid glue as well. The pink and the blue flower were standalone stickers, so I added them directly to cardstock, but the orange one actually had a stem on it. I think you saw me cut the stem off. I didn't want that part of the sticker in the layout. And then that got adhered to the left-hand side of that floral cluster. I'm adding a couple of bees now to my layout. These bees are from a Photoplay sticker sheet. I think it is I'm not 100% sure. I got to double check. I can't remember. Anyways, it's an older collection as well. And then I pulled off a phrase banner as well from that sticker sheet. It says, "Oh, happy day." Once I have that adhered, I used liquid glue, by the way, to attach that sticker as well, just so that it stays put and doesn't fall off in the future. I'm adding this whole mat now to my layout base, which is some pattern paper from the Pebbles paper pad I have. That floral pattern paper is from the same paper pad. Once those are adhered together, I am going to pull out some pink fresh enamel dots, and I'm going to use a bunch of those sprinkled all over the layout. I'm going to kind of jump ahead after I attach this little cluster here. They're all in little clusters of 3s, and they're all different colors. I stuck with colors that were found both in the flower stickers and then the pattern paper, like the floral one in the background, so it all coordinates. And actually, every product that I used in this layout across all these different manufacturers coordinated beautifully, even with the much older collections. I'm gonna have to do something like this again because it was a very good exercise in creativity, thinking outside the box. So I'm just adding the last enamel dot cluster now, and then I have these 2 little white daisies that I cut with my Cricut that are going to be adhered with liquid glue in the floral cluster. So one is going to be tucked underneath that pink flower. It does have a yellow center that's coming in just a moment. I'm going to use liquid glue to attach that as well. And then I'm going to attach another one to the top of that pink flower as well. Once that is adhered, this brings me to the end of this layout. I'm really, really happy with the way that it turned out. It's so super cute. It's a story about spring break. Right now it is spring break. It's actually the last couple of days of spring break now. My girls have school next week for a couple of days, and then they're off again for Easter. So I thought this worked perfectly for the theme now. Yeah, so there you are, my friends. Here are the close-ups. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and a like. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. And if you enjoy hybrid layouts and would like to see more layouts like that, maybe consider subscribing to my channel because I have a ton of inspiration here for you to enjoy. I'll be back again soon with more creative inspiration. Bye, guys.